welcome to this video, actually this video series. I just dumped a bunch of footage onto my laptop and I'm realizing I don't think I explained what's happening. But basically, one of the clients I work for is a software company that is fully remote, and every year they have a retreat where they bring everyone from the company together because otherwise we work asynchronously. And also we can be quite, we don't necessarily know what all the other teams in the company are doing. So I'm on the marketing team. I handle their YouTube channel and also their like Instagram and TikTok. So this is my first time coming to the retreat. I have been working with this company in various capacities for the past 3 years. This is the first time I'm able to come, which is so exciting. And so this video is me traveling from Harare, Zimbabwe to Penang, Malaysia, as well as my thoughts and emotions throughout. It's a very chatty video. Wanted to see what it's like to have a more chatty video and a longer vlog, so that's what this is. And enjoy the video. I will see you in the video. Ne plan.
Oh, ne plan.
Imarima beans.
Beans is $2 a cup.
$2 a cup. Okay. Inonzi chim mushon.
No 145.
Sorry?
No 145.
No.
What's that?
Okay. Those are the ones I like.
Oh.
But I didn't know kuti inonzi chim. They're in the old people table. Hello. I have just switched on my camera to find out it's about to die. But I just finished checking in, which is exciting, which is making this feel more real. I have all of my junk spread out on the floor. And yeah! Less than 24 hours until we will be on a plane. Crazy, crazy. I think we're good to go. Because I am flying on a budget airline later in the trip, we're rocking just the backpack and a little tote bag. And yeah, so we have everything under 10 kgs, which is exciting. A little airport fit check. But we have a black hoodie with layers, so a black shirt underneath. Then we have leggings with pockets and Air Forces. Yeah. That's what we have going on. Very simple outfits. Can be modified depending on how hot or cold it is in the various planes, and also the shoes can work with all of the work outfits that I have. I don't know if I mentioned that this is for work. This is a work trip, so having enough like business casual clothes within 10 kgs was a battle, but I'll show you what I packed once we get to the hotel. But yeah, the hope is that everything is quite versatile. I could technically show up, I think, for like dinner in this outfit or like work out in this outfit and it will be okay. But I have dresses as well, which are a little bit more formal. But yeah, we have this. I have a cap. Yeah, okay. I need to go to my gate now. I need to go to my gate.
To Tambo International Airport.
I've been walking and walking and I've not reached my gate yet, and this is why you must always look for your gate before you decide to do other things, because apparently my gate is very far away. I got a biltong. I feel guilty, but I got a biltong. You know how I'm traveling by myself? I'm still trying to get cool shots, so I have the camera sat on a tripod, like a fake gorilla, what are they called, gorilla whatever thingies that were like super popular in maybe 2019, and there are all these fun, not like flat escalators, I don't know what they're called, and so I want to see if I can place one and have it track, like place this in front of me, place this behind me and walk in front of it. I'm kind of nervous because what if I break something? And obviously I have to take all my bags with me still. But I think we can try it. This feels quite stable. It worked. I'm really proud. I want to see if I can do it vertically. And there's another one. So let me put this in portrait. My gate is behind me. There's a lot of people over there, so I'm over here instead. The flight here was very chill, very calm, very nonchalant. The pilot was great. Barely felt the takeoff. Barely felt the landing. And it was so short that we basically went up, service was rushed, and then we came back down. And headphones are no longer allowed during ascent or descent or any of the taxiing. I guess because people were not listening to the safety instructions. I am heating up. People were not listening to the safety instructions, which is fair. Fair. So yeah, I basically just slept the whole time. And one thing I didn't understand, tell me why the entire snack was, everything had dairy in it. So they said, do you want sweet or savory? Originally I picked savory, but it said cheese bagel with yogurt, and I said no, let me try the sweet one instead. So I took the sweet one, yogurt, and then like this like muffin top, wow, this muffin top thing with white chocolate on it, some more dairy, and then butter cookies, which were like very buttery. I said, wow, okay, I'm gonna have a very serious stomach ache on the next flight. But I had some warm water. I'm feeling decent. I'm feeling okay. The only time that I ever put that I had a dairy restriction on a flight, I had the worst meal I have ever had. It was basically like dry, because I guess they didn't know how to cook without dairy. Yeah. So I stopped doing that. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have done that, but I feel as though the international flight will be okay. The regional one was just, everything was very tasty, very yummy, just not conducive for lactose intolerance. And all the signage in this airport is very clear, and it was very easy to get here, but it was it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Way bigger than the Nairobi Jomo Kenyatta Airport, so much bigger than the Harare Robert Mugabe Airport. The Harare Airport I think is one terminal, maybe like one domestic, one international. This one, yeah. This alone, this section that I'm in alone, I think was bigger than the entire Harare terminal. But all the signage was clear, all is well. Now just waiting about an hour. This is going to be a very chatty. We're already at 3 minutes. This is going to be a very chatty vlog. I think especially because there's only so much planes and chairs I can show and stores. And I guess this is me documenting my experience for me. But yeah, let me show you what I'm looking at.
For some reason, I'm finding this so adorable. All the planes are lined up so well.
I am, I think, a bit in shock that this trip is happening. This is my second ever business trip, which is, or third, I guess. The first was 2019, doing fundraising for my parents' nonprofit, so I guess that counts. And then 2023, which was to Pensacola? No, I don't know. It was somewhere. I think it was on a beach somewhere. And I vlogged both of those experiences, and I have enjoyed being able to look back on those. And so it's fun to be back for another edition of the like business travel series I guess I have going on, and this is my dream. I am smiling so much because this is my literal dream, to be able to travel for business. To be able to travel at all is huge. To be able to travel for business is huge. To be able to, like, it makes me feel free. It makes me feel like there's a lot of possibilities in the world, because I spend a lot of time by myself, which I enjoy, and at the same time I get caught up in my own head, and that has very much been what the past couple weeks have been, is me being stuck in my own head and me feeling quite emotional. Even yesterday I got my hair dyed. Yes, she really, I don't know if you can see, she really laid this section down. Yeah, surprisingly it doesn't hurt, really. It hurts less than when other people have done it, but she really went in. But we were having a chat and we were both really emotional. we had a really good chat, and at the end of it, our takeaway was just, yeah, you just have to keep moving forward. You just have to keep doing your best. And so, like, keep showing up. Keep showing up. It's wild to me that this business, like the business that is allowing me to go on this trip right now, started because I couldn't afford to go to university, and at that time I really thought my life was over. I really thought I had failed. I remember crying my senior year, and then asking if I even had to attend my graduation, because I was so, that's the only path I knew. You do your primary, secondary, or high school, whatever, then you go to university, you at least get a bachelor's, you probably should get a master's, and then your life begins, and then you can get a well-paying job, and then you can travel for work, and then you have all of these possibilities. And having those taken away at 17, 18, or I thought they were being taken away at 17, 18, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I still right now don't really know what I'm doing. I'm doing the next thing in front of me, or doing the thing that's in front of me. And at the time, that was learning how to make websites, learning social media, learning how to edit, learning, yeah. And then, COVID comes a couple years after that, and I was home. And you know what home is good for? Hobbies. Yeah. So lots of watching vlogs, lots of trying to make vlogs. I have a whole other channel aside from this one where I was vlogging as much as possible, and it was really discouraging because I'd get like 5 views, and one would be me and the rest would be every other person I was quarantined with, which, shout out to my family, love you guys very much. Thank you for your support. But I guess it's only embarrassing until it works. It only seems silly until it works. And then it worked, in a way. I still don't really get very, very many views on these vlogs. Like, these are could not make a career out of just me yapping, which, sometimes I wish I could. But it turned into something else. It turned into a marketing agency. It turned into a whole company. It turned into being able to help other people tell their stories. It's turned into traveling for work. Yeah. And I had to get a new passport for this. And that's concerning. Okay. Yeah. So it's like really exciting that we get to inaugurate this passport. And it's also like getting a bit emotional. But I remember like being concerned at one point in my life, or at points in my life, that love being Zimbabwean, but being told that I had a weak passport, and like not knowing how many things that was gonna bar me from. And even with school, you know, the whole visas, trying to get visas to go to university, trying to get student permits, even in Kenya, and all of that because of my passport. And now my passport gets to go places. My passport gets to go places. Also, fun fact, Malaysia and Singapore are both visa-free for Zimbabweans. I don't know why, but I'm appreciating it. Then I got an Indonesian visa. It took a couple days online, no interview. So cool, exciting. There is a whole world out there that is not the US or Canada or Australia for me to explore, and that is really exciting. Yeah, I'm just feeling really emotional. I probably could talk for a lot longer. Hello, Kawan, my siblings, my sister, my brother. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is a long vlog. You guys have requested long vlogs. Here it is, except it's really just me talking. And to my parents, yeah, if you got this far, I'm surprised. You could also watch it in pieces, or you don't have to finish it, but I might make you finish it when I see you next. So yeah, I'm going to, yeah, I'm just gonna sit, take it in. I've never been to this airport also. Yeah, we came by bus. We came to Johannesburg from Harare by bus one time when I was 11 maybe, and we didn't stay. We were going to Eswatini, but never been in this airport. I've never been in South Africa. I guess I haven't crossed immigration, so I still haven't been in South Africa, but I am shocked. There are people boarding. Do we think that is my flight? I don't think it's my flight. What time is it? Oh, it wasn't my flight, by the way. And it's the gate next door. But yeah, I have an hour. A whole hour. We're fine. I'm too excited. I'm not chill. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to be like, let me look out the window. No, but I'm like, oh, my inner child, my inner teenager, my inner adult, my inner everything is just, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm gonna cry. I worked really hard for this, and to see it paying off is really exciting. Yeah, maybe we go for a walk. I'm not gonna take this camera out. I'll use my phone, and I'm sure you can tell the quality difference anytime there are like clips from my phone versus this. But yeah, I'm not quite there yet, and also there isn't anybody else. I'm not seeing anyone else filming, so I don't think I'm not sure if it's common, normalized, the way like at the Changi airport, based on what I've seen on TikTok, everyone's gonna be taking photos and videos, and it's chill. And I've seen YouTube videos about the Singapore Changi airport, so there I feel chill, feel cool. Here not so much. Here not so much. Yeah, I'm gonna go see where these people are going because I'm curious, and then I think I'm gonna go for a walk. I think I need to, also I'm about to sit for 9 hours, so why am I sitting right now? That's not wise. I also might need some water. Stay hydrated. Okay, I'm gonna put on my headphones. Do I know where my headphones are? I'm gonna put on, everything is just too compact. Things are getting lost in my tote bag. I'm gonna put my headphones on and go do my thing. My neighbors got up to use the bathroom out by the window, so out of courtesy I came as well, so then I'll just stand up for me later. But yeah, here we are. We have 3 more hours left, which means breakfast is any time now. The lightings in these bathrooms are incredible, and I don't know how to show you the like I don't know, there's like an infinite reflection. It's very cool. I look bald, but they have started waking us up for breakfast, so last stretch. LMJ. Like, that's so cool. Whoa. OMG. That's a whole lake. Like the fanciest toilet I have ever used, ever. Like, in my whole life. I don't know. There's a giant fake giraffe, and it's scaring me. This is the free tour, and I've signed up for one for later in the trip. So we'll be coming back to this. Come on. I am here. And I'm staying here. I'm going over here. I found a little aquarium. Terrarium. I don't know. There's little fish and other things. Look at that. I've never seen one of these alive, I guess. Snail. That's kind of gross. But the fish are cute. I am officially at the Changi airport. It is everything I could have dreamed that it would be and more. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I went to the wrong gate. And so I walked all the way in one direction, reached there, and the gate had changed. And one of the apps I had didn't notify me that the gate had changed. And then I opened the other app I had and it notified me that the gate changed. So walked all the way back, or I'm most of the way back, but I saw the sunflower garden sign and I just had to come, and so now I'm here. I've already been in 2 gardens, as you saw. Those are indoor inside the terminal, and this one is like on a rooftop. It is so warm right now. It is humid. I'm loving it. I've been cold on the plane. My knees hurt a lot. I think because the shoes I'm wearing are not great for walking, but it was necessary in terms of like having shoes that I could walk in, be on a plane in, and attend working sessions in, you know? So this is what we've got. I'm getting more confident about taking videos and filming in public. I think I'm just having so much fun that I can't be bothered to be insecure about it. I'm just having fun. So yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go find my terminal, but I'm really enjoying being outside. It's so needed. Like, touching grass is so needed. Yeah. I think let me go find somewhere inside where I can give a better update, do a bit more yapping, because here there's not really anywhere to set this, and that's what's making it difficult. But it's so peaceful. It's so pretty. I love that they've put so many green spaces in what is otherwise a very industrial situation. Hello. So I have finally found somewhere quiet to sit. My gate is over there. It's not open yet. And for a while there were other people here, but they've now all gone. But anyway, excuse me, I'm tired. However, it is 8 a.m. and I need to stay awake until maybe 7 p.m. I can sleep on the plane, but once I get to Penang, I need to stay awake, which is tough. Really, really tough. I'm definitely still buzzing, still super excited. Just now starting to feel sleepy again. The flight, oh, I wanted to share about the flight. The flight was pretty good. I'm wondering if I should do this at the hotel, given that it's I don't know that I'm talking loud enough. But wanted to say hi. Just chilling for the next 45 minutes or so. And then, oh, that might be the fanciest bathroom I've ever used in my entire life. In an airport, and it's in an airport. But yeah, I didn't even have to touch the screen to do the rating. I just hovered over it and it, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and come back more lively and louder. Well, we have a lot of catching up to do, but I have a team dinner in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go for that. We will have a chat probably tomorrow if I'm honest with myself. But yeah, it's hot. It is hot. But things are good. Things are good. That is the short version. So let's go have some seafood grill. And yeah, let's talk. Hello. Today's already day 2. I have not vlogged at all. To be honest, I have been very overwhelmed by being here. I'm just in a lot of shock and I'm exhausted, but also just in shock. I'm on my way to a session. I need to go. It's a tea thing. It's not mandatory, but you know, it'll be fun. Just got back from the gym. Didn't vlog that at all because there were people there. And hopefully when I get back after this tea thing, I will edit the first vlog, and that will hopefully clear my mind to feel comfortable recording more. Tomorrow is when all the sessions start. But yeah, there are some exciting updates which I'll share after because I need to go like 5 minutes ago. So bye. Hello. I am currently in my room. Oh, I see. I'm currently in my room. It's day 2. I'm about to start editing the travel here video, this video, and I never really wrapped it up, that I know. I think the last thing really to say on this video, like this specific episode, is that I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of all of the flights. I'd never taken Airlink before, South Africa Airlink. I've never taken Singapore Air before. Never been to the Johannesburg airport, never been to Changi airport, never been to the Penang airport. And so yeah, across the board, generally like a very good experience. The only thing was on the first Singapore Air flight, I had the back left seat, like the last back left seat, and the flight attendants kept forgetting that I existed, and that was upsetting. But other than that, it was good. And I learned a hack that a coworker shared, that you can just give them your bottle. You can give them your entire flask. So I gave them my big flask. I said, can I please have some water? And they filled up the flask, so I didn't have to deal with the like little tiny cups every single time. That since I was in the back left and I had neighbors, I didn't have access to the galley, so I couldn't do the like self-serve, just go and get your own drink in the middle of the flight thing, which I would do if I could, but I just needed to be patient, which was fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I finally got to watch 2 Marvel movies that I hadn't seen, the new Captain America and the Thunderbolts movie, and so it was good. It was good. My complaint is like very small. The Penang airport was a little bit stressful in terms of getting through immigration, and that was the only immigration that I had to go through besides the Zimbabwean one. And it ended up being fine. I had all of my paperwork. I had the letter from the hotel. I had my return flight. I had my Malaysia digital access card like already printed out. I had all of that printed out, and so I just needed to give him all of that and answer a few questions. Came through all right. I'm realizing now I didn't check what he wrote in my passport, so we'll just have to hope it's correct. I'll look at it in a bit. And then from the airport to the hotel was about an hour drive, which I was not expecting. I thought it was like 20 minutes. It was not 20 minutes. And driving through Penang on the city side was it felt like Parklands. It felt like Westlands in Nairobi. A lot of corrugated metal, so like a lot of mabati on the side of the road, and then the roads were quite new, and even in terms of like the paint, the markings, but then like the dividers are a little bit older, the buildings are a little bit older. There are definitely sections that are more hotel, and there's a lot of apartment complexes. And so it felt very familiar. It's like, yeah, new highway and a lot of corrugated metal and apartment complexes. Yeah, I feel at home. I feel at home. So yeah, and I am yet to film like a proper tour of this room or of the hotel because I've been feeling so overwhelmed, but not in a bad way. Just, it's a lot to take in. This is the nicest, I think, hotel. It's on par with like one other hotel that I've been to, but I was a child, and I think it was one night, 2 nights. But this is the nicest thing I have ever experienced. And so I'm taking it in with my eyeballs. We have 3 buffets a day, and yesterday I ate. I really ate. And then today I had to calm down a bit. I really ate breakfast, and lunch I was like, no, listen, you're not even really hungry. You're just scared that you're gonna get hungry before dinner time. Mind you, I had lunch. I had like some fruit and some salmon, which we'll get back to that. And then we had tea time. I went to the gym. There's a gym, and it's very nice. One of the nicest gyms I've ever experienced. And so I went to the gym, did a quick, only 45 minutes because I had lunch, had a meeting, and then went to the gym. So I only had 45 minutes, so I did a bunch of supersets. I did the stair machine, and then I did supersets because that is very efficient for 45 minutes. And then came up here, got ready for tea time. Tea time, there were all these like little tarts, and so I had tarts and I had fruit and I had tea. I had so much tea. I had 2 cups, but it felt like a lot. And it really was just a time for all of us to chat and get to know each other, all of the team and their +1s, their guests, and that was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun. I got to practice my Spanish. I was telling a lot of the people here speak Spanish, and so I was telling one coworker who said he said, yeah, he speaks French and Arabic and English, and I don't remember. I think he started off with those 3 languages, and I said, oh, that's really cool. He asked me what I speak, and I was like, oh, I speak Spanish, but I haven't been able to practice in a long time because I'm not around people who speak Spanish. And then in Spanish, because we were speaking English, he was like, oh, we can practice together because I also speak Spanish. And I was like, oh, of course you do. And so we spoke Spanish back and forth for a little bit, and he was like, oh, you actually speak like decent Spanish. And like I can understand what you're communicating. And I was like, oh, thank you very much. And then I was in another group of people, and one lady was like, yeah, I speak Arabic, French, and English. And another one said, oh, I speak Bengali and English. Another person was like, I don't even know what she speaks. I think she speaks French and Spanish and English and Arabic. And that is basically like everyone I'm interacting with speaks at least 2 languages, but a lot of them up to 4 or 5, and are conversational, can switch with ease. And I'm like, shout out. I really want to get better, because right now it is English. I can communicate at this pace, and it's comfortable and exciting, and I can, I could really express myself. And then Spanish, it's been a long time, but even based on the little conversation we had down there, I can express myself. It's the funny tenses, yeah, there are just some funny tenses, even in English, when you say, if I do this, or I would have done this, you know, those ones are difficult for me. But the guy I was talking to was like, yeah, they're difficult for me too, it's fine. It's fine. You can usually talk around them. So I was like, cool, I can still express myself in Spanish. I haven't flexed that muscle. I haven't trained that muscle in a bit. I did do a bunch of Spanish review last night because I was like, we need to get this top of mind. We need to get this top because people are out here speaking Spanish. So yeah. And then Chishona is just like, I try, and maybe I am better than I think I am, but it's just, it's hard. It's hard. I have done I've done just osmosis. So there's a level that I have from osmosis. And then I've also done some like self-directed teaching. And then I've also done tutoring. Actually just finished a big tutoring block of Chishona, and it helps. And I'm getting there. Not as good as Spanish, but I'm getting there. And then my Kiswahili is just, it used to be better than my Chishona, but it's like, if you're not practicing it, if you're not speaking it every single day, if you're not consuming media in that language every single day, you get rusty, you get confused. And also like trying to keep all of these languages separate in my head sometimes is very confusing. But I'm about to start next month, like when I get back from all of this whirlwind. I'm going to start a tutoring block of Kiswahili, and I think a tutoring block of Spanish. I might do another Chishona tutoring block, but it's hard. It's hard, I think, in general. It's hard as an adult to challenge yourself and to like force yourself to do something that you're bad at or something that you're not amazing at. And so sitting for 45 minutes twice a week for Shona lessons was really, it was mentally like draining, emotionally draining, because it was vulnerable and I made a lot of mistakes. And the last couple of lessons were really just practice, like verbal oral practice, instead of learning grammatical structure and all of that. Because my teacher was like, yeah, you have enough structure. You just need to try it and mess up, and if you mess up, I will help you learn like the correct word or the correct conjugation for different things. And so the last couple lessons we just were practicing. I was just telling stories, and for the most part got my points across, but it required him to be very patient with me, because if everyone is patient, if it's chill, if there are no stakes, the languages can come. But when I start feeling like I'm wasting people's time, that's when I get really stressed out. Wow, this is 15 minutes alone. This is gonna be like an hour-long vlog, so I should probably edit it. And then at some point I will do a tour, and what my day has been today and tomorrow will be in the next video. I took some clips and all of that. So this was very, very rambly. Just to say that I had a good day, I'm having a good time. I'm just soaking it all in. It's a lot switching languages, switching from English and Chishona to English and Spanish. It's taking me a second. Yeah. Also, look at my name tag. It's so cute. Yeah. They asked, the organizers of the event, asked what countries we want written, and I had to ask like what exactly is it for, so I know the appropriate answer. and they said, you know, it's just for name tags, so you can pick whatever you want. So I picked both. I picked Zimbabwe and Kenya because, yeah. Also, oh, one more thing. It was so fun today. Talking with one guy, and he was like, first I was talking to a lady yesterday, and I said, you're went to international school. And she did. And then the coworker who I was talking Spanish with, he came up to me and was like, hey, you know, we've met a couple times on Google Meet. And then he said, like, you're giving international life experience, tell me. And so I explained, I was like, I was born here, left when I was 1, went back when I was 5, moved here when I was, 5, whatever. Tell my little spiel. And he goes, yeah, same. I was born here. I left when I was a year, but I would go back every so often, and da-da-da-da, and then I moved here for work, and then da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah. We're in sync. And that was fun. All right. That is it for this first very long episode. Yeah. It's also dinner time. What time is it? 6:47. Yeah, I think dinner goes until 8. So I think I'll edit for a little bit and then I will go for dinner.